Welcome, everybody, to the weekend show where I'll be doing updates and technical breakdowns on overall stock market. So before we get started, please hit that like button and help this video get 150 likes on YouTube. That is greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here and you're just watching and not subscribed to the channel, definitely consider subscribing. Now, if you want to get my daily trade ideas, swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups, long term and short term, definitely check out their link down in the description for Patreon. And now let's get right into the market and see what the market did on Friday. You can see Dow is going down 0.29%, Nasdaq flat. It was actually up 0.5% early in the morning, and then actually went red and ended up break even for the day. S&P also flat on the day, and same thing goes for Russell. 11 sectors that makes up S&P 500 on top, leading the way: energy today, basic materials, real estate, consumer cyclical, and again, guys, healthcare taking another massive beating today. And you can see week to date performance also, healthcare down nearly 5%. So that is the sector might be getting some love going into next few weeks because this thing is getting beaten down at this point. Technology is also there, but you can see, not much, just pretty much flat on the day. Stock market map, you can see it right here, right on my screen. Tesla advancing today, up nearly 5%. Meta down close to 1%. Google also down. Eli Lilly, UNH, J&J, everything pretty much on healthcare down on the day. Financial also, not really up for the day, pretty much flat. Nvidia going down 0.5%. But if you look at my screen, Apple going up 0.5%, and Microsoft also going flat on the day. Now, couple things that is coming out next week, and I think that is going to move the market. First of all, there is actually a big order that came in just before closing. These are 573, 575, and then 580 calls on SPY. So yes, we know that there are some talks that's going to take place between China and US. And if you ask me, there is basically nothing going on. The deal that got actually through just few days ago with UK. It's pretty much what we had before. Nothing really changed that much. So it's a nothing burger deal. But the market rallied, and Trump said go and buy some stocks. Also, that's one thing. So I think something is probably cooking inside and we don't know, but I think we'll see that over the weekend if something comes out that there is some pause, or maybe just walking back and reducing some tariff on China. That's going to put a positive pressure on the stock market, and market will rally next week. And these are like 3DTs on call. So most likely it's just gonna pop, and then it will just come back down. So nothing big, but we will see how that plays out. Also, guys, another thing, it's been almost over a month now since we got a tariff on all these countries. Some of them getting paused, or like 10%, and especially China getting the big one. And we do have inflation data coming out next week. On the 13th, Tuesday, we will have the CPI, and this is going to be important for the market to see if that a tariff actually spiked inflation higher, or it's actually just where it is and it's coming down. We also have PPI coming out on Thursday. So lots of data, lots of news, lots of work to be done over the weekend, and we'll see how that plays out in the market. And now let's get right into Nasdaq 100 ETF triple Q. On triple Q, it's absolutely flat on that day. Now let's talk about technicals and where things are at this moment. Well, daily 200 SMA is sitting at close to 492. Also, there is resistance at 493. You can see right here. And the market pushed again on Thursday and then backed off. Again on Friday, it was pushing close to that 200 SMA and backed off all the way down to 486, down to this 5-day moving average, which is sitting exactly at 485.38. So you can say 486, and now it's pretty much flat on the day. Also, there were those orders that came in maybe there is some sort of a news that's going to come out, over the weekend, and market will pump possibly over daily 200 SMA before going down anywhere, if that is going to take place, and if that's actually going to be a fake breakout to the upside, which can definitely happen next week. So I'm expecting some sort of a rally that's going to take us over daily 200 SMA. And if that don't hold, the price action cannot hold over that, guys. You will see a rejection and possibly things will pull back from there. So going into Monday's session, watch out right here, this 486 zone. If that gives up, you'll possibly come down to 478, and from there 50-day moving average now setting at 471. We also have 20-day at 467. These are some strong levels to watch to the downside as a support. But as long as it's over 486, watch out for the resistance to break 493, and that would be trading over a daily 200 SMA. And if that happens, it's heading up to 500 plus. That can happen because this Bollinger Band on top now expanded up to almost 503. So he can definitely go there if he wants to go, and if it gets over daily 200 SMA. On SPY ETF also flat on the day, and same thing happened here. But if you look at my screen, back to back 2 days, yesterday we did close over 564. Again today, it's over 564. So here in this case, it's actually holding this level. So 564 can hold. It can definitely make a move all the way up to this high right here, 576, and it can get over daily 200 SMA. Now 564 gives up, you will see SPY coming down, possibly down to these moving averages right here, 557 to 553, and there is your trend line right there, guys. If this thing wants to come down all the way down to 551 to retest and produce some sort of a higher low pullback, definitely can happen right here at 551. But below that, it can go down significantly down to 544, and from there much lower. 564 holds, definitely the next stop 576, and then we can talk about possibly going up even more and pretty much going in a bull market again, because this daily downtrend is definitely ended as of right now, but we just need to get over daily 200 SMA. And you can see the volume today was just not there. And we'll see how that news plays out over the weekend and going into Monday, and from there where SPY actually going from this level 564. On DIA, it's down 0.35%. And if you look at my screen, it's actually holding over these two moving averages, red line 50-day moving average and the blue line right here at 411.57. It's holding well over that. So 411.57 to 410.67. These are going to be strong levels. So I would say 410 to 412 right here. That's going to be a strong area of support to hold. Only if that gives up, then the next level will be down here at 407, 403, and then flat for 100, and then we have a gap down here at 392.66. To the upside, if we can get over 416, it's heading up to 420 and then 423 right here on Dow Jones. Again, volume was not there once again today, and things were just going sideways in the market. On IWM, it's down 0.18%. So again, a flat day. And if you look at my screen, we're still holding over this 198 range and pretty much trading over all these moving averages in the short term on this daily time frame. So what is the next stop? Well, over 198, it can push up to 205 and then 210. To the downside, 198 gives up this trend line and these moving averages, then definitely it's pulling back down to 193, and then we have a gap down here at 188 right here on IWM. So another day, VIX getting crushed down 2.58%, where market actually did not make any big move to the upside, and this thing also getting decimated. Now, I did say that there were a lot of calls coming in on SPY, and there are also some calls coming in here on VIX for 30 to 35. So who knows, who's right, and this could be hedging also, but these calls are coming in, and even before this massive run, I saw those, and then VIX calls were coming in, 35, $40 calls, and yeah, at 17, you would not think that, oh, it's going to go to 40. I don't think so, right? And it just happened, right? We got a massive, dump off in the market, and this thing rallied up to 60. So again, these calls are coming in, but nothing crazy yet. But just to note that these calls are coming in on SPY as well as on VIX, and this thing got crushed today once again below the 5-day moving average and below 23.80. So VIX critical level to hold right here. You can see it's barely holding at 22. It's not even over 22. Underneath that level, 20 and then 18. If this thing can break and hold 23.80 over that, you're going to see a possibly up to 26, 28, and then 30. And who knows, maybe, people that are buying those calls 35, it might go there at some point. So watch out here on VIX. And I think we need to talk about gold. And there are some warning signals where, yes, the market actually came back and, market not really going down. But why is actually gold going up? Let's just look at GDX and let's talk about it, guys. So GDX is up over 3% and flight to safety is also there. You can see, I mean, this thing is definitely close to all-time highs. Once again, it was wedging right here. I had the wedge right here. It actually broke out and now just consolidating for last 2-3 days. And if this thing were to take out this high 51, it's going back up to all-time highs again, or at least retesting that. So if the market is going up, gold going up, and then VIX definitely not going down that much where I can say that it's under 20. Somebody here is lying, guys, and we will see that in next few days what is going to happen here in this market. Is gold is going to take the back seat and possibly will come off, it's a bit overbought, or you're going to see the market pulling back and going into a new low, or possibly getting some sort of a pullback where we find a higher low in the market. I think we need a lot of answers in the market that gold is going up. You got VIX that's still holding over 20, and the market just this entire week was just going sideways and a lot of chop. It was really hard to like go and trade, especially day trading this week. So someone here is lying, and I think very soon earnings are behind. At least the big earnings, only Nvidia left, and I think we'll find an answer very soon. And keep an eye out for that news, especially with China. And if something comes out, there is going to be some sort of a gap up come Sunday night. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts and how you're navigating this market, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated.